The order of operations, which operations you do first, are listed at the top of your Tame the Test notes under order of operations. So if I look at number 1, let me see, the first thing you do is grouping symbol. So I'm going to treat that radical as a grouping symbol. So I'm going to bring down the -2, plus or minus. Underneath, you've got exponents and multiplications. And what do you do first? You do exponents first. 4 squared is 16. And we can go ahead and do that multiplication. Minus 12 all over 2. And that's -2 plus or minus the square root of 4, 16 minus 12 over 2. And that's -2 plus or minus square root of 4. What times what gives you 4? What same thing can you multiply together 2 times to get 4? And that would be 2. And bring over your 2. And this particular problem, it's got plus or minus. So you got -2 minus 2 over 2. That takes care of that minus there. Now let's do the plus. -2 plus 2 over 2. So that's -4 over 2, which is -2. And that's 0 over 2. Anytime 0 is in the numerator, the answer is always 0. So we got 2 solutions. Not solutions because we're not solving. We have 2 answers, -2 and 0. Now let's look at number 2. Oops. That's going to be square root of 9 minus 16 over 3. This is not a good problem for the Owen Graduate School of Management because we do not deal with negative numbers underneath the radical. That gives us -7 over 3, and that is not a real number. If that comes up at Owen, you need to look and see what's going on because you're not going to have imaginary numbers, not a real number. Let's look at number 3 at the bottom. Here we have multiple grouping symbols. I always mark them off like that. And you always do the inside ones first. Now I'm going to go ahead and do -3 squared, and that is -9. The negative sign is not included. What you're doing is squaring of 3. 3 squared is 9, and then multiplying by -1. That's -9 minus bracket 4. Bring down the minus. 6 minus 8 is -2. That's -9 minus 4 minus a -2 is 4 plus 2. That's a negative times a negative inside. So that gives you positive. 4 plus 2 is 6. -9 minus 6 is -15. Now, if you had -3 and it was in parentheses, have I got sound again? I hope so. -3 squared is positive 9. The -9 has to be included. The negative has to be included inside parentheses. All right, look at number 4. A lot of people want to, what do you think that answer is? A lot of people want to say 2. It's not. It is multiplication, division, multiplication. And your order of operations says that you work left to right. Multiplication and division get done at the exactly same time. And you can't do operations at exactly the same time. So work left to right. So that's going to be 24 divided by 3 times 4. Continue working left to right. That's 8 times 4. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Your answer is 32.